Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day the Other Way season finale. It was boring. It was almost 2 hours long, which doesn't make sense because if you wanted to have a 3 hour long event, why didn't you do an hour and a half the first last week and then an hour and a half this week? But no, I had to watch this shit for 2 hours and it started to drag and it started to feel like 2 hours and it started to feel trashy and stupid and dumb and I didn't like it. My window is open, so if you hear noise, it's called the wind. I don't even feel like I wrote a lot for this to be fucking 2 hours. Okay. So we start right up. I want to let you all know that I have a jewelry store. It's called Candid Looks. You can find it in the description box. I sell custom handmade jewelry. I still have some pieces left before I drop my new collection in November or on November 1st. I also have a podcast. It's called Talking Candidly with Camera. You can find that in the pinned comment below. And also, I did release my Before the 90 Days review. So if you want to go check that out, you can. And that will be here. Probably not. I'll put it in the pinned comment. Who knows? Or maybe just go on my channel and search for it. Because who knows? I'm legitimately bored and outdone. Anyway, so Aladdin says that he did tell her that he wanted to get a divorce. He says that he kept giving her chances and chances and she won't change. And then we see Liam, and Liam is laughing. And Liam is like, this is the same thing that always happens. She always picks bad men. And I'm like, why are you laughing? And then what's her brother's name? Ludwig. He comes out for emotional support and he says things were okay when I talked to him. I don't know what the hell happened, but I think that, they just have cultural differences but I don't think that it's like something where like they can't work it out if they don't want to work it out. Aladdin says that he doesn't know if the marriage can be saved. And that's it. That's the end of their story. I do kind of feel bad for Laura. She was, giving me real tears and stuff and real sadness. And her son was dead ass laughing, which, all that stuff, especially if you deal with your parents, that should be coming back. And so, Liam, just, continue with your laughter. Just, I probably would have cut that nigga off. He would be laughing at me. He would be laughing at me. And Laura say, she help him out with bills and stuff. Like I ever help your ass out with a bill again. Ha ha ha. Mom, my cable's about to be cut off. Ha ha ha. Fuck you. But you can't do that as a parent, right? I guess not. That's why I don't have any kids. Anyway, I do feel bad for her. I know she was acting crazy on social media, saying she was pregnant, saying this, saying that. But Aladdin has not really said the real reason why he wants a divorce. He's saying disrespect, but like what? Like what exactly did she do? Like did she push you on the bed and like take off your shoes and say these my shoes? Like did she like what did she do? What exactly did she do where it's so bad and it's such a level of disrespect that you have to get a divorce? Anyway, moving on because I'm extremely tired and I think I'm going to take a little bit of a nap or just lay me a little bit of down before I go out again. So we see Jihoon and Devin. And Jihoon, I don't look. Sean was asking questions. I didn't get the questions that she was asking, but apparently Jihoon's parents didn't think that he was the father at first. Um, but now they know that he is because he has super sperm. Um, Devin left Korea. Yeah, she left Korea because he didn't get anything done that he said he was going to do. And it had already been a month. And she was like, okay, well, I haven't seen my daughter in a month. I can't do all this. So her and Tay Young or Tay Yang. Tay Young went back to America, and she says that she'll be back when that man do what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. But apparently he still hasn't done what he's supposed to be doing, and all of their tickets are booked in 10 days from the reunion for her to go back over there and be with him. I don't like that she had a tan because I like her when she is pale and white with dark hair. Um, and plus, those glasses that she had on when she was leaving the airport, that was cute. Okay, she was giving me a little bit of, okay, just a little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, basically he lied and said that he had everything together, but he doesn't. But now they coming, so too late. I think Sean asked, do your parents still like Devin? He says that the father still likes her, but the mother doesn't like her, and or the mother isn't like really pleased, and the mother wanted him to marry a Korean woman. She says, oh, well, I never knew that, so thank you for telling me. And then Devin says, well, if they don't accept me, I won't accept them. Girl, you won't be married long if you act like that. Um, no, you won't. Anyway, what was I about to say? Damn it, I was about to say something. Oh, Devin said that she found out that you could basically like you basically only speak when spoken to, and they never spoke to her, so she didn't speak to them, and so they didn't speak to one another, and yeah. Sorry, y'all. This review bored the hell out of me. But God, like 2 hours for nothing. Like, God, this is boring as hell. And they spent the most time on Corey and Evelyn. Anyway, um, Devin says that she feels as though Jihoon's mother blames a lot of things on her for like ruining her son's life, by having a baby and all of that. But her son wasn't wrapping it up, and it takes two to produce a baby. So that's not my fault. So that's it. Okay, so we see Tiffany and Ronald. Sean gonna open up her mouth and say, "How does it feel to be a father in a different country? How do you think it feels?" It feels bad, okay? He says it's difficult. She says that she's going to go to South Africa in a minute to let him meet his daughter for the first time. And I said for the first time. That's absolutely crazy. So they show the video of the stripper again, and Tiffany, says that she still feels resentful about that. Tiffany says that Ronald shouldn't have interacted with the stripper and it was on him. And now they've decided that he won't drink, and Ronald has decided when he goes to the ATM to send her a screenshot just so he can start building up her trust. Tiffany says that he may be able to come to America, because the whole big thing was he has a criminal record, so he may not be able to come, but he may be able to come since he was never charged or never found guilty of any of the crimes, and they were all not expunged, but withdrawn, and uh, no case. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Anyway, so, they may be able to get him over to America. I thought I read on Soap Dirt or somebody said that the producers was helping him get to America. I could have sworn, but I don't know. Anyway, Sean is like, well, what happens if he can't come? And she said, well, I'm not looking at that. Look, if he can't come, I don't think that she's going to move to South Africa. I really don't. So the mother shows up. Her mother shows up, Maggie. And they show her mother the argument that Tiffany and Ronald had. And I'm like, what's the point of that? Apparently, Maggie doesn't have any faith in Ronald and doesn't feel like Ronald is going to change. And, Ronald says that, this is just someone else that he has to prove something to. And I feel like y'all are putting a lot of pressure on this man, and he's in a whole other country, on a whole different continent, and y'all just about to have this man out here gambling. I honestly think like their relationship might not work, only because I just like, why did the mother need to come out? Why does it feel like it's so much stuff going on? And like, even though like they just love each other, and I know what's love got to do. I get it. I get it. Okay. But like it just seemed like it's so much else added to their situation that don't need to be there. So Daniel comes out, and Daniel's like, I ain't really trying to go to South Africa, but if I can, if that's the only way to see my dad, then, fuck it, I'll do it. So boom, boom, katakum, ba boom. That's it. That's the end of their story. Y'all, this was the most boring, boring stuff. I'm literally sleepy. I was watching it and I had an hour left, 52 minutes and 12 seconds to be exact. And I was like, man, what? What? What is good? What? God, this was boring for y'all to have such a good season. And for it to be such filled with, drama, and it never dragged out. 90 Day the Other Way never dragged out. It was only an hour, but it never dragged out even in that hour. And now you came and you just fucking ruined it. Can we get another host? She kind of gets on my damn nerves. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we see Jenny living on with her damn daughter, all out of damn sorts. Okay. Submit finally is on the video call, but he on the video call in a hotel room in Delhi. And his family and his wife knows, if I'm not mistaken, that he is talking to Jenny. Jenny says that she loves him so much that she would have probably still stayed with him. This should have been the main story. But no. Like, what the... Oh, Lord. Anyway. Sean asked, why did you come on the show? He said he came on the show so his family could really know that he was in a relationship with this woman, because he had kept telling his family that he was in a relationship with Jenny, but they weren't hearing him, so he decided to go on the show so they could really hear him. Jenny, I'm sorry, Submit says that he was not having sex with them at the same time, and Jenny says that she believes him. I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm so sleepy. Like, this really just sucked all the life out of me. Okay. The little life that I had, it just sucked it all out. He says he was never in love with his wife. And he says that he had always been wanting a divorce, but his wife said that if he tried to get a divorce, then, the police would come after him and lock his ass up. So her daughter comes out, and her daughter says that it was her daughter-in-law says that it was very hard for her finding out that he was married because her mother was just in another country all alone. The daughter asked Submit, how does he feel for putting all of them through this? He says, I feel really bad, but I didn't want to, like have things hit the fan. And she said, but things were already gonna hit the fan, so I don't know why you didn't just make it hit the fan sooner. Submit says that divorce proceedings are going on right now, so he's in the middle of getting a divorce. And Jenny says that they will be together after he gets a divorce. Sean asks the daughter how she feels about that. Christina says that, I mean, I've been by her side all the time, but I don't know if I can be by her side right now. And Jenny is like, well, I've been by your side all the time. And then Christina says, yeah, but we've bailed you out of a lot of stuff, like a lot. And it's very interesting to hear the children or the relatives of these people talk, because a lot of times, like how Liam said, you always picking bad men, how Christina is saying we done bailed you out of a lot of things. It's like, what's really going on? What's really going on? They should have a 90-day fiance deep beyond the beyond beyond the the visa. That's what it is. 90 Day Fiance Beyond the Visa, where they get messy family members to come on there and tell the business of the people who were on previous seasons of 90 Day. Because, and if that comes out, and if anybody is watching this, I want you to either protest TLC if they take my idea, or or tell me so I can walk up in there and get my damn check, okay? Because that's a great idea. And you know they love messiness. Anyway, Jenny says that she will be going back to India after he gets a divorce. And Sean says, do you think that it'll be any sort of turmoil or anything can happen to you? Smith says that, if the divorce goes smoothly, then nothing should happen and everything should be great. But if the divorce doesn't go smooth, then dun dun dun. I don't know. Anyway, so we see, oh, was that it? Oh yeah, they asked Paul stuff, but Paul was by himself. So all of the couples come back out, and Um, I think they ask the couples, do you think Jenny and Sumit's relationship is going to work? Evelyn says that their relationship started on lies, so it'll be hard to work it out, but it can be worked out. Evelyn, you're a cheater. Shut the fuck up. Um, I don't, um, I have no idea what I put down here because somebody said they didn't have a connection except for fighting. And I don't know who that is. Maybe Aladdin and Laura, but I can't remember. Okay. So Sean asks them what they thought of Ji-hoon's criminal history, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why do I care what Laura and Aladdin got to say about Devin and Ji-hoon's relationship? Why? Paul says, well, I can't really open up my mouth and speak on criminalistic things, seeing as anyway. I feel like people just make mistakes, and he just made mistakes, and he ain't really, know how to approach her with that because he ain't want to lose her. So, it is what it is. You live and you learn. You give what you give. Um, They asked her if she would have moved if she would have known about his criminal history. She said she probably wouldn't have moved. And then Corey is like, well, that's not cool because he said that you love him and blah. And I said, Corey, you trying to play the real high and mighty role for a nigga who don't even realize that you being taken advantage of by some ugly ass woman with dead eyes. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting through this because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So we see Paul. They show, Paul and Karini and the men sending their money. And Paul says that he tries not to look at her phone anymore so he doesn't see anything that upsets him. Laura says that, it's very questionable to just get to the bottom of why she was actually receiving money from these American men. Corey asked him something, and I can't remember what he said, but Paul answered that, and Paul says that I guess he expresses himself in a way that she sees as aggressive. So then Paul's mother Mary comes out, and Sean asks, what is the biggest reason they're having difficulties? And she like, bitch, I don't know. I'm not a part of their relationship. But maybe it's, the trust and the communication barrier, because once you have to cycle everything through a fucking phone, then, maybe things get mistranslated. Um, Sean asked, do you think the building condemned that they were living in? She says it did say condemned, or it did look condemned, something. But the building doesn't seem like the safest place for the baby to grow up, but once you are there, you get used to it. Paul still doesn't have a job, and she's still supporting Paul, but Paul's father wants Paul's mother to cut Paul the fuck off. Okay. Paul's father had already changed the locks on the door. I said, damn, do your father fuck with you? Because it seemed like he don't. Okay, it seems like he doesn't. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so we see Tiffany. She says to Aladdin, that he's looking like an asshole. And he said, it's my decision in my life if I want to look like an asshole. And Corey is like, well, it seems like you're making excuses to make yourself look good, but you don't really want to be with her. You don't have an out, so you're using this as an out. He says, no, that's not it. And Corey is like, but you so worried about coffee. Like, it's all about coffee. Oh, my eyebrow has been itching and I cannot scratch it. It's all about coffee. And he's like, it's not about coffee, it's about disrespect. And Devin says, you're demanding respect from her, but you don't show respect to her. And he says, I don't give a damn, I don't need to respect her no more. They ask Aladdin if he wants to go to marriage counseling. And after about 45 minutes, he says, yeah, fine, whatever, I'll go. And then Laura's like, before that, we did all this. We had a 3-day wedding. We did all this, and you want to break it up. He said, I don't give a damn about the 3-day wedding. Look, I know that they're getting a divorce in real time, but it seems as though Aladdin, what did you do to him? What happened? What transpired? Okay? What what transpired, okay? What transpired? Why am I saying it like that? What trans what transpired? Okay, but I like transpired, okay? What? I know how to say the word. Please don't tell me how to say the word. I know how to say it, okay? I'm in college, okay? Thank you. Still gotta take another English class. I'm sorry. Anyway, but that's for my major. So that's the end. Um, they're all walking out. Laura says that she has very mixed feelings and she doesn't know the person, who this person is, because this person is very different from the person that she married. Tiffany says that she's in a very difficult marriage, but because of love, she'll stick it out. Corey says that Evelyn and him will be fine if they're married because they don't do well apart, and he's a little bit nervous about Raul and Evelyn being in Imbago while he is there. Nigga, you better go fuck, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Who is against the queen will die, okay? The fuck? You better go fuck Larissa, because Larissa is a come up on any day anyway. But you ain't got no damn money. You ain't got no damn money. I'm sorry. Jenny says that her and Submit are together and they want to, actually be physically together, but she won't wait forever. Okay. And then Devin says, now knowing how Jihoon mother feels, it will make things a little bit more strange, but she's not going anywhere because they have a baby and, she's pregnant. But they didn't say that. But her stomach right there was looking a little bit, because Devin is skinny. That stomach, I know. But that stomach, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, this was the most boring, and I shouldn't say ever, because we don't know what 2 weeks from now will bring us when we see dumbass 90-day fiance before the 90 days tell all. But this was boring. This was a disappointment. This was a waste of my 2 hours. I would have honestly rather watched this last night, put this out, and then watch Before the 90 Days now, because Before the 90 Days was actually semi not entertaining, but it didn't feel like 2 hours. This felt like about 3.5 to 4 hours, and I'm very disgusted with it. Okay, so if y'all trying to bring 90 Day back, oh my god, my eyebrow. If you trying to bring 90 Day back the other way, can you make it interesting? If not, I won't be there. But if y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. I'm about to take a nap. I'm just about to lay down in the bed. I ordered some Panda Express, but it wasn't hidden like the first time I ordered Panda Express, so guess whose fault that is? Mine. I won't be ordering food no more, okay? I know we got food in the cabinet, but who's trying to make some food right now? But guess what? I won't be ordering any more food. I won't, okay? Anyway, if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Let's see. We're gonna do a challenge to see how fast I can do that. Okay, but not now. So bye.